Welcome to your tour guide. We're your tour guides.
The Aztecs played an important role in our history. This is what life would be like if you were an Aztec.
First up, we have
Economy. The Aztec economy was based on agriculture and trade. Agriculture provided fruits and vegetables like tomatoes, chili peppers, and beans. Chimpanzees helped the economy because they were sustainable and produced a lot of food, which affected the economy. Chimpanzees were a technique used in agriculture where there were a small rectangular garden beds built on a shallow lake in the valleys which produced lots of produce.
Next, we have Cameron.
Great speakers were called Hue. Just like our leaders today, the leaders change every couple of years. The great speakers were called Hueytlaonie and they ruled the Aztec Empire. The Hueytlaonie always stayed in the royal family. They played an important role in Aztec history and they were considered emperors and had control over military, economy, and tribal systems. Next up on the tour guide is Emily.
Culture. They built their own cities and towns and created their very own calendar. They worshipped plenty of gods. Their society was hierarchical and a person's social system. They believed in human sacrifice because they thought that the world was made from the sacrifices of the gods who could only be sustained by the sacrifice of human blood. So they would rip out the hearts of people who were still breathing and hold them up to the sun. They would then roll the deceased body down a set of stairs. Their culture was also based around war and agriculture. Although they believed in many gods, their two most important gods were, I'm gonna say this wrong, Huitzilopochtli, the god of war, and Tlaloc, the god of rain.
Next, we have religion.
Human sacrifice is where they would offer a victim's heart to Tonatiuh, open the victim's chest, pull out his heart while the person was still alive, and knock the man down the temple stairs, which was covered in blood, which they did commonly as well as bloodletting. Tonatiuh was the sun god who they praised against. They also practiced in food, storytelling, and dance, as well as ceremonial warfare. Aztec religion divides the world into 13 heavens and 9 earthly layers of netherworks.
Landscape and geography. Many of the original societies of Mexico lived on Central Basin, the Valley of Mexico. They had plenty of water from the 5 shallow lakes: Texcoco, Zumpango, Salacan, Xochimilco. Each of the lakes affected the climate of the land. Lake Texcoco was the biggest and also at the lowest elevation of the valley, making it saline and salty and not suitable for agriculture. The Valley of Mexico was at the center of the civilization of the Aztec, and the larger cities were located around the lakes that had small agricultural land around them. There were different ecological zones and farmers had different techniques and grew different crops. This diversity led to a market system using waterways for transportation.
Here's 7 fun facts by Emily. Here's 7 fun facts. First, they were the first to celebrate the Day of the Dead. Their capital city was called, I'm gonna butcher this, Tenochtitlan. The Aztecs died because of smallpox. They mainly ate corn and beans. Their calendar was 365 days long. There's a reference of the Aztecs on the Mexican flag. The Aztecs invented chocolate. Speaking of chocolate, without the Aztecs, we wouldn't have the